Hey, I'm Dave from Best Buy, and today we're going to do something completely different. Fun, abstract macro photography. I love to break out from the everyday, and today is a perfect day to do it. We've got the cameras, lenses, and accessories. Now all we need is a great pro photographer. Thankfully, Mark Mulligan is here to show us the ropes. For this shoot, we're using a Nikon Z7 paired with a 105mm macro lens, but you can use the gear you're most comfortable with. We're looking to create a really different abstract feeling here, and a longer focal length macro lens is the perfect way to do that. Check the links below in this video for the macro lenses that we recommend for each different camera system.
Okay, so today we're gonna actually create a really simple setup that's gonna yield some really dramatic kind of abstract macro images. The way we're gonna do that is really simple. We're gonna take just 4 cups that are all the same size, even these plastic ones will work. We're gonna take a piece of glass, just a clean piece of glass, and earlier I sprayed this with some of that water repellent you can put on your windshield, and you can put beads of water on here, or I just like to use a little bit of glycerin, and we're just gonna make some little droplets right here. After I do that, I can take some, patterned colored paper like this, and I'm gonna put that underneath there. And what we're gonna see is these images projected into those water droplets. So when we get down there with our macro lens really close, we're gonna see a whole different world inside there.
So we've got several key accessories here. One of them is by Manfrotto. This is the tripod that's holding our macro camera in place, and you definitely want to use this when you're using long macro shots. We're also going to use a light to enhance our effect. In this case, a Savage LED color video light. It's great because we can dial in any color we want to go with, whatever our color pattern is.
Okay, so this is looking really good. Let's talk about some basic settings for a macro shot like this. I have the camera right now on aperture priority. That's gonna give us control of our aperture, and the camera is gonna take care of the shutter speed for us. I'm gonna go with f5, 6, maybe f8, even up to f11, so that everything in that macro shot is really in focus. We can go ahead and we can put it on the single point autofocus because our subject's not moving. We have total control. So just putting it on the single point autofocus is gonna help us compose our image. But what we can also do is manual focus. That's gonna give us complete control. So I really like to use that manual focus on a shot like this because I can really know exactly what I'm getting. And then what we see is that we have a shutter speed of 1/30th of a second. You wanna look in that 1/60th of a second to maybe 1/125th. You're gonna be just fine on the tripod right there. Okay, so one thing we can think about when we're kind of focusing in on that final image is we have it on a tripod, so we're pretty stable, but every time you grab your camera, there's a risk that just by pressing the shutter, you're gonna shake your camera a little bit. And on these macro images, sharpness and clarity is kind of the key thing. So you wanna get in here and you can actually, on all these cameras, you can set a timer. And instead of doing a 10-second timer like maybe you're used to, you can just set it on a 2-second timer. Once I set it on this 2-second timer here, I can press my shutter, take my hand off, click. And so there's no risk that I'm gonna shake my camera. So from there, we just continue to get more and more creative. We start looking at different angles, we start seeing if we wanna focus on the bead itself. We could start introducing different colors, changing the image. We could change out our pattern. That's another great thing about this is that it's easy. Once you have this set up, you could add more droplets, you could change the color of pattern. You could even take an old CD and look at that right there. Crazy colors that you start reflecting in there when you use something like that. And then let's try something like this really geometric pattern, and then we can kind of see how everything plays off of each other. Oh yeah, see, you see the blue, yellow, and green in every single one. And I'm gonna actually change these back to that just white light, the daylight balance. You can see as I push that, I change the level of my pattern underneath there. It's changing how much of the pattern is reflected in each droplet. So if I have it far down, you see more of the pattern. And then the closer I get it, there There you go. I start seeing just one of those colors in there. And then we just start experimenting. We try it at f/22. We try it at f/5.6. We can really try all different kinds of things because this setup's pretty easy.
Yeah.
We need some more droplets. We want to start from scratch. We could just wipe this down, put some more droplets on there and start over.
Yeah, there are infinite possibilities. So there you have it, a fun photo shoot that'll help take your abstract macro shots to the next level. And remember, lock in your focus, move in and out, and change your looks. For more photo tips and tricks tutorials, check out the Best Buy YouTube channel or stop into one of our camera experience shops to take an in-person workshop or just to check out the latest and greatest gear. To find a camera experience shop near you or to learn more about the gear you saw here today, check out the links in the description field below. Thanks for watching.